G'day, it's Shane here from Grape TV, and thank you for joining me at my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me spread McLaren Vale wines to the world. And today I'm going with the same theme I've had for the last few weeks, and that is emerging varieties. So again, I've got another wine from handcrafted by Geoff. I've got the 2009 Lagrein. Lagrein is a variety again from Italy, and again it's going for the drier climates here in Australia, the hotter climates, and being able to cope with that. So let's get straight into the wanky thing. Now, I have tried this Lagrein, this variety a couple of times before, so it's unlike the previous varieties, the Alianigo and the Taleggio, that I hadn't tried before. So I have tried this one and have been impressed with different makers. So this is the first time with this particular maker. Now I'm getting aromas off this really nicely, pretty much straight away. And the interesting thing for me is I tried this last night and had it overnight under vacuum, and I did that as part of an experiment, because when I first tried it I was actually a little disappointed with the variety. Not a lot of aromas coming through, and I thought the flavours were, shall I say, a little bit flat. So I'm really interested to see what this one's going to be like, and already I'm getting more aromas. Look, I'm getting a hint of a dark cherry, really dark cherry, just a little bit of licorice, which I find quite interesting. But the one thing that I find consistently with this variety that I've tried before is milk chocolate. Now, I don't know where that comes from, I don't know how it comes through or anything else, but milk chocolate, and find that quite interesting. Yep, there it is, a bit of that milk chocolate. And I find that just that little hint of licorice to be quite interesting as well. Well, let's keep going with the wanky thing. Well, again, more than what I got last night. I'm definitely getting that dark cherry coming through. Now, that cherry flavour is not long. It's right at the front of the palate. Very pleasing, because last night I didn't get a lot of fruit definition. Obviously there was fruit there, but I couldn't really get any definition of what it was. But from the mid-palate through to the back of the palate, I get that milk chocolate again. And there's almost a textural thing to it as well, which I find quite interesting. Very interesting. Now, compared to the other alternative varieties I've had in the last few weeks, this would actually be at the bottom of that rung, against the Lagrein varieties that I've had before, and I've had them from the Barossa and from McLaren Vale. I actually think I like the other ones more than this one, but that doesn't say this is bad. I'm finding this really interesting. There is still a textural feel in my mouth. There's not a lot of oak. You mentioned, or you hopefully know that I didn't mention many of oak characters coming through on that. And I'm really surprised at how different it is from last night. Now, that says two things. That says, one, that I opened it and didn't let it breathe enough before I tried it, and the other thing it says that this wine's going to age quite well. And I think that's the unknown thing for me. I haven't tried any of this variety, the Lagrein variety, that's more than a couple of years old. So I find this very interesting. It has had some oak treatment. There is a little bit of oak character coming through, a little bit more on the nose now than what there was before. But it's quite subtle. It's quite subtle. And then for me to say that this wine is going to age nicely without a lot of oak I also find that quite interesting. I'm getting that textural thing with the milk chocolate again. It's quite unusual. And those that love milk chocolate, I wouldn't say I'm one of them, but those that love milk chocolate, that would be a bonus for this wine. Yep, certainly very different wine to last night, and much improved wine to last night. Look, I really like this concept of from Geoff Hardy in these alternate or maybe better use the word emerging varieties, and I really suggest you try them out and check them out for yourself. That's 2 or 3 now from that stable that we've tried over the last few weeks, and it's been very good. Alright, so look, that's all we have time for Learn to Grape TV today. Thank you very much, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this wine. Have a good day. Bye.